Welcome back to another episode of Todos Toman Podcast. It is not 2025 yet, pero
Todavía
aquí
no.
estamos. Es one last episode before the new year.
A,
Um,
a little improvised, no?
a little improvised. The chat is going off. Ahorita tenemos aquí a Johnny Boy y estoy yo, Romero. Uh, Miguel and Tank are maybe not going to join this one. I'm not sure.
Pues ya dijeron
Oh,
que no, güey,
depende.
pero
Miguel
yeah, we'll
dice
see.
que he's shaving because he wants to be camera ready. So quién sabe.
No way, he's going to the blue, ¿cómo se llama? The Blue Man Group. So he's trying to, dice que he's trying to paint himself. He's not done yet. This is not a Halloween episode.
Oh,
I'll tell you that. So
that's right. He's going to the Blue Man's Group.
yeah, never
So
been
yeah,
to that.
impromptu episode.
Impromptu. But just us two, ni modo, no pasa nada. We've done this before in the past, and they came out pretty good. So I
Pues
could already tell what
esperamos,
you're
¿no?
drinking, but I'll let you introduce your beverage.
Oh, claro que sí. Pues, te diré, dude, ahorita que estábamos, during the holiday break y en que trabajo y no trabajo,
Yeah.
my liver quiere que regrese a trabajar.
Yeah, it's been a couple heavy days, I'm sure, dude. Like back to back type of thing, no?
Ya, el hígado dice, regresa a trabajar full time porque, pues, me estoy
Enough is
poniendo a
enough.
trabajar fuerte, dude. O
Sí,
sea, tengo
sí.
modelitos, pero tengo modelo regular, modelo de la que nadie quiere,
Yeah, dude.
de la de
Las que
limón y
todos
sal.
dejan, dude.
Ey.
I said this before. I honestly don't think it's that bad. Like again, if you have me to choose between the flavors that there is, yeah, obviously that would be my
Ujú.
last thing. But I wouldn't like push it aside to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna drink it.
Yeah,
It's all right.
like,
It's whatever.
I already know my role. Like, si la veo, sé que nadie se la va a tomar, so me la tomo yo, and I think it's okay. It's not
It's not bad.
like, yeah, it's not bad.
I honestly don't think it's
Pero,
bad. It could be worse, right? You
no,
guys hate the fucking Dos Equis micheladas? Is that
the,
what it was?
the Dos X micheladas, well, yeah, no
There's
me
two of
acuerdo
them.
si it was original or it was something else, something different.
Okay. Well, you guys hate those. I mean, apparently you
Yeah, I
would prefer
don't
the
like them.
Modelo over that.
Sí.
Okay. I'm drinking Pacifico. I did tell you I was gonna stop by. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
On a
Tall boy.
blur screen. Yeah, a little tall boy. Got a little 3-pack, and yeah, dude, I've been going kind of hard too this week. Friday, I got home. Ivan, obviously. He
Shout out.
hit me up to see if he wanted to chill for a little bit, kind of like a little last little peda before the new year ends, and I told him, yeah, come through. Yeah, pero pues con it's like a 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning type of thing. So, sure enough, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then Saturday, I think we had like a little get together here at the house. También otra little peda. And then yesterday was kind of like trying to recover. So I had a couple beers, but it wasn't like I didn't go as hard. So I didn't wake up today feeling like kind of off.
I do gotta say that the Lord has blessed me with no hangovers.
I fucking hate you for that, dude. Honestly,
So
I don't know how you do it. I know you told me about the little blue pill that you take. Blue pill, no? Nah, you take the Advil or whatever, like a headache
yeah.
pill.
Pero hasta
Uh,
eso, dude, no, I haven't taken any pills. I guess I do maybe in between, like, me tomo un vasito de agua o algo para. Espérate, güey, pues salud, ¿no?
perdón. Es
Qué
que la
mal,
pinche
güey.
sed, güey. Perdóname. Es que ya it's been 2 weeks, dude, que I'm not on y pues ya sabes.
Este, ya, pero pues un vasito de agua de repente entre the 24-hour drinking binge, te aliviana un poquito y me despierto como si nada.
Dude, I try that. I try drinking in between, like water in between and
Ujú.
stuff like that, pero siento que no, pues no me hace. Um, I still feel, I don't know if I just go hard as fuck to the point que yeah, I'm most likely I'm gonna
¿Sabes
get a
qué,
hangover.
Chuy? And I guess I don't know if it's intentional, obviously, pero hasta porque pues luego hay que shots de tequila, de mezcal, lo que sea.
Mhm.
Am, Aunque no me tome o ya después de tomarme el shot o lo que sea, con echarle poquita either sal a la misma agua que me voy a tomar o just así en my hand
Mhm.
and just lick a little bit of salt. I feel like it helps with your electrolytes a little bit
Okay.
porque pues, la sal que tenemos aquí es the pink salt, the Himalayan salt.
Mhm.
So, no sé si eso también hasta cierto punto like, ayuda a que no te dé la cruda, no sé.
I'll try it out tomorrow, dude. Tomorrow, what's today is obviously Monday. We do record Mondays. We weren't supposed to record today again. It's the 30th, so this episode would probably come
Sí,
out. I don't even know, Thursday, Friday, maybe, or we could just release it
pues
today for
sí, al
Thursday.
ratito, before the new year, as soon as the new year launches, depending on where you listen to this, no?
Sí,
Happy 2025.
sí, sí, sí. Happy 2025. You see, dude, no, for real. Um, I saw your aunt came over for Christmas. How was Christmas?
Yeah, I have family over from Mexico. Christmas was pretty good. We definitely like chilled out here at the house. We hosted. Um, Me aventé unas ribs in the smoker once again.
Okay.
Um, and we had good food. Carla también se aventó a hacer tamales con Edith. So
Ah,
her and her
nice.
sister, hicieron tamales y pues ahí tuvimos poquitos tamales también.
Hmm.
Um, we had una pierna de puerco. Have you
Hmm.
ever had that? Uh,
No, I don't think so. I
yeah,
keep thinking
no,
like the
this
turkey
one.
legs, como las de like Disneyland.
Mhm.
You know, you tried
No,
a
this
turkey
is
leg. No?
like yeah, it's like a 20-pound
Oh
like
shit.
pierna de puerco, and pues ya está preparado y eso. Like my mom brought that over, and we had good food, and hasta eso we did stay up a little later than usual. I think we ended up going to bed till like 4-ish in the morning.
Hmm.
So it's not typical porque pues nosotros, o sea, llega medianoche, hacemos los regalos, terminamos como a las 2, and then at that point, like we'll do a game, like a few games, y ya
Hmm.
people start heading out.
Yeah.
Pero sí estuvimos aquí un rato and it was good, it was chill, pero ya para el 25 I think I told you, el recalentado, pues more people came over,
Hmm.
otras tías, and we were here all day, y esa sí fue,
You,
empezamos a tomar, o empecé yo a tomar desde
hmm.
temprano.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, Me eché en la mañana no me sentía con el hangover, but I was like, "You know what? Let me drink a beer para empezar el día".
Para que no te dé el hangover, dude.
Sí, para que por cualquier cosa, porque my hangovers are delayed, dude. Si es que me llega a dar,
That's
me
true.
da como 2 horas después,
That's true.
y me tomé mi cervecita, y después ya antes del breakfast me tomé I think I made it here, on the pod before. Es un té de Jamaica con canela y un shot
Yeah,
de
yeah.
mezcal.
Hmm.
So, I had that, y ya con eso nos afilamos para todo el día, dude, ya de ahí le seguimos.
God damn, dude. No, pues Christmas for us. We went to Benny's house. We didn't stay there long either. It was probably like 1:30, 1 o'clock when we came back. And then we opened
Ujú.
gifts in the morning with the girls. And then we went back to our calentado at Benny's. Pero it was super chill. Nothing crazy. Super chill day. Um, I don't think we went hard. Not a lot of people drank that day. I know my girl didn't drink at all, which was weird because I know like usually the cousins get together. They all, like to
Sí.
take shots and stuff. Pero they're I guess they're planning it out for tomorrow, dude. They're trying to go kind of hard. So
Y ya están amenazando que va a estar duro.
yeah, dude. So tomorrow, because they're like, man, it was kind of off. Like everybody was kind of off. Like the vibes were off. It was a good time. Like no, there was no drama or anything like that. But nobody como que no nice at was like, oh, let's have a shot. Like everybody was just like, I'm okay.
Kinda chill,
I'm
kinda
okay.
tired.
Yeah, it's been
Mhm.
a rough December with work y todo el pedo. So I get it. Pero yeah, next tomorrow should be a day donde yeah, everybody should be on point and everybody should be on the same page and most likely they'll go pretty hard. Yeah, so we'll see.
Dude, we didn't, I mean, we didn't get to talk to you, pero ustedes hicieron, intercambio, hicieron white elephant, anything like that?
No, so I think it's been 2 years since we don't do any
Ajá,
intercambios. So I think
ajá.
I had mentioned it. I think I mentioned to you guys. I said the only intercambio that I'm in is with you guys, like just us
Oh,
four.
ajá.
So yeah, I didn't do any of that. No white elephant or anything. Um, why I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why we stopped randomly doing it. I know we used to do it like every year for like the cousins and the couples y todo eso. Pero yeah, randomly ya dejaron de hacerlo, and I mean it's okay. I don't mind it. I'll be
Yeah,
honest. Like there's a lot of times that I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to be part of it. Just being a party pooper myself. Again, no drama with anybody. Just I didn't want to do it, and then I would be in it, and it
yeah.
was cool and all. Pero te digo, now that we're not doing it, it's like, it's whatever. No big deal.
Es que también, pues, you guys are a big family over there, like,
Yeah.
son
Yeah, they're
Son
a bunch.
muchos.
Yeah, they're a bunch.
Yeah.
I know like 2 years ago, the last time we did it, it was, yeah, it was a good like 50, 60 of us in somebody's house, and we did the exchange, and it was, again, it was cool. Pero yeah, these last 3 years, nada. And again, I don't know why. I don't know. I gotta ask my girl to find out the chisme. To find out the chisme. Dude, have you been keeping up with the news? To kind of changing it up a little bit, have you been keeping up with the news? I know there's been a lot. I hate planes, right? I hate flying. Randomly, just
Mhm.
have a lot of anxiety. But I've been noticing a lot of planes. I think a plane was shut down by Russia, and then a
Oh,
plane,
damn.
yeah. So, and then I think only a couple people survived, like a handful of people. And then there was another plane that a bird got stuck in the engine, one of the engines, or flew into the engine.
I think I saw that, yeah.
So they tried to land it, but they landed it without landing gear, so without the wheels, and it
Mhm.
just skid off all the way to the wall of the airport, and it's big ass explosion. And I think two people survived off of that one. But
Oh, damn.
yeah, and then I've been seeing just recently again a bunch of videos of turbulence, like really major turbulence, like
This one
you're
was, like, lo que leí fue una I read a little bit of the article, but it was more the headline que they found somebody in the wheel of
oh yeah, I
a
saw that shit too.
United, Airlines,
Hmm.
flight. No sé ni para dónde iba, no sé
Hmm.
si aterrizó. Quiero pensar que the person didn't make it, I don't know.
I don't
Um,
know. I did hear about
pero
that
vi
as well.
que they found somebody inside the wheel of the plane.
How does that happen, dude? Like, is it
I don't know how that happens.
like it's a worker? I know we're talking about shit that probably we can't give more information on, but it was just one of those things because like it's happening so often now. Within the month,
Mhm.
I think like 3 or 4 incidents have happened. I think two of them were like actual airplane that crashed, but we know that it's minimum. Airplanes are usually pretty safe. Turbulence is normal, as everybody says. But the turbulence that I saw in the video, like one of the guys did not have a seatbelt on, and the turbulence
Oh,
literally
shit.
lifted him up, hit him in the fucking top, like the roof of the plane, and then brought his
Mhm.
ass down. So that's a major ass fucking turbulence. Like I'm already thinking, like I want to go see you guys in Opero. I'm a little scared, no? Like it's like shit.
Train
Yeah, dude.
rides, ¿no?
¿Cuántos días, no? Like 4 or 5 days just to get over there. Or a fucking road trip that también otros like 3 or 4 days. Because I don't think I'll be able to do it like before that. Me echaba like the 32 hours, like
So
over
it's
here and
32
going
hours
back.
nonstop?
It's 32 hours. Well, I would stop, and I would stop for like maybe half an hour to an hour, like at a rest stop area to kind of
Mhm.
like catch a little nap and then keep it going. Um, so it's about 32 hours with about 3 hours approximately of like stopping, gas, probably food, like a quick fast food thing,
Sí.
and then keep it going. Like about 32 hours. I don't think I could do it anymore.
Ah.
Not like that. Not like a straight fucking ride. And then plus I got the girls and they're gonna want to get off and stretch, and
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
it's gonna be a little bit more time consuming
Yeah, no,
because
because
of,
for
of
sure
stuff like
we've
that.
thought about it. I'm like, if we were to do a road trip, it's like, how long would it be? Um, Obviously with rest stops, right? Because the kids
Yeah.
wanna get off. It's not like lo estamos haciendo nomás nosotros dos solos, and it's like we'll trade off and we won't need to stop only for gas.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that, like, especially when you have family.
Well, when you go out to Oklahoma, no, you go visit your suegros out
Mhm.
there. How is it? What is it? 12 hour drive or less?
It's a 12-hour.
Okay.
We'll stop. Um, I mean, this time, porque siempre que lo hacíamos cuando lo hacíamos, I would say, like, let's ride overnight para que
So you
los
can
niños
fall
estén
asleep.
dormidos.
Okay.
Yeah. But this time the last time we did it during the day, and no se me hizo pesado. It was nice. Like, we did stop once.
Hmm.
Uh, we got off at a McDonald's and had food and got back in
Stretched
the
out.
car, but the kids didn't complain about it at all. So it was like, 13 hours, I
Yeah.
guess, because we stopped for an hour.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's decent. Like a 12-hour drive ahora sí que no me hace dudar el viaje otra vez. I'll
Okay.
definitely do it.
In the
Um,
morning. In the morning again.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
porque pues también like the kids are looking around and
Sí, sí, sí.
I don't know, it was a different experience for sure, but it wasn't like I thought it would be. Que it was dreading and the kids would be like, "Are we there yet?" And none of
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Obviously, they are they are getting older, no, so they're maybe a little bit
Yeah.
more patient with stuff, and they could communicate a lot more. That means say if they're gonna go to the bathroom, or you'll know when they feel a little bit
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
for sure.
So, but yeah, again, my kid's a little older, but I know still like they would want to get out, stretch, and do all that stuff. But yeah, dude. I mean, I know the plan has been for us or for you guys to come over for like a holiday, whether it's Christmas or New Year's. Nada más que pues no se ha podido hacer, dude. It's been a crazy year in a good way, mostly in a good way. This year has been really good for us in many ways. We've been getting better with pretty much everything that I guess we got thrown at
Mhm,
this year. Pero yeah, the goal is to hopefully. I know next year my girl gets paid out for one of her services, like for the whole year. So she's
mhm.
like, "Oh, well, once I get paid out for that service, we could probably just like right away like book the tickets and just like set the date and that's it. Like we won't touch that money, but just for that."
Got it. Yeah.
But then another thing is we have in 2 years we have Tina's quinceañera. So it's again, there's so many things going on. This next year is going to be a little crucial financially, like to save up,
Just to plan
um,
it out
plan
for
it
what's
out,
to
and all
come.
that stuff. Yeah. So we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop with all that stuff to get you guys a date, and then you guys could plan hopefully around there, and you guys can make it with us over here.
And,
Um,
so last episode, we talked a little bit about, like, things that you do for New Year's traditions, and we've talked about it before,
yeah.
de las uvas y todo ese pedo.
Hmm.
You didn't have a chance to be on the last episode, pero
Yeah. Yeah.
is there anything that you do outside of the doce uvas and trying to survive as you're choking and eating 12 uvas in 12 seconds?
I remember you guys talking about that. You guys said like that's a fucking challenge. And I was like, una uva por cada campanada, no? Something like that. That's what it is.
Mhm. Sí.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a challenge. Pero no, I don't think I've done anything different. I can't even think of something different with my girl since I've been with her. Pero something I do want to try is the lentejas. So a lot of people have been showing off the
¿To
lentejas,
eat
like
the lentejas or to throw the lentejas?
throw them, just to throw them.
Okay.
So I want to try that. Why not? I would like to try something different.
Mhm.
I'll be honest. I tried a lot of different shit this year to for like better health and better this. So like no, pues lávate las
Wait,
manos
have you seen
con
the videos de que, oh, pues dicen que, wearing yellow brings in money for the next year, y sale un pinche, like, luego dice, yo and dressed as a minion.
vi otro de como de un Teletubby, like he was all fucking literally painted
Ajá.
all yellow. Yeah, I seen that shit. And I remember my mom would follow little traditions like that, right? Besides the uva, she'd be
Ujú,
like, "Oh, ponte un calzón nuevo y rojo." Like
ujú,
she would purposely buy me underwear,
ujú,
for brand new underwear, and specifically for that day. But as I get older, yeah, I don't follow a lot of those traditions, and I know a lot of the traditions now that I do is because of my girl's family, like they integrated with me. But again, I would like to try out the lentejas. I think that's the one that catches my attention most, the lentejas.
ujú.
But
Pero en los
past
videos
that,
que he visto de las lentejas, ¿las avientan hacia arriba o las avientan hacia atrás?
I seen both, dude. I seen both. So
I
I
know.
seen some que la avienta para arriba, and I seen the ones que la avienta para atrás. I'm honestly, dude, gonna do both. Fuck it. Like at this
Ah,
point,
pues
like I can't trust anybody, dude, on any of those videos. So I'm just gonna do up, and I'm gonna do back. Y ya. Um, and speaking, I guess, of luck, right? Since that's where I'm going with the whole thing.
Ujú,
Did you know the Mega Millions was like at $1 billion, the lottery? Okay.
ujú.
Do you play that at all, or no? I don't know. I don't think we ever talked about it.
We've done it in the past, pero it's not like we get a lot of tickets every week or every
No.
month. Like, de repente si agarramos tickets. Apparently somebody won $1 million off of a Jewel ticket. That's the
Oh, okay.
headline that I've seen.
Close by, like close by too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because that should happen this last time when they won it. One person that won the whole thing is from here, from California, but then somebody won $1 million like 5 minutes away at a like a supermarket. They bought it like at a
Mhm,
supermarket and they won $1 million. So that's cool. But as the $1 billion were going on before they won it, like a week before, I get attracted to those big numbers like 700 million or blah blah. So that's when I start buying like five
mhm,
dollars or $10, like I said. So I had the chance where I would see the numbers. I would just check the numbers and I see that I didn't have anything and I'll just rip them. But one day
mhm,
I checked, I was like, oh, I didn't win anything. but I checked this, like I scanned the ticket and it said, oh, $2, $4,
Mhm.
$2. Yeah, sí estaba, no? So I've been checking my tickets now. So 2 weeks or a week and a half ago, maybe or a week ago, it was the drawn again for the Mega Million, and it was reaching the $1 billion. Dude, I won $479, dude.
No shit.
And I was like, oh shit. And I remember we were in the kitchen, we were like ready to go to bed. We're closing up the kitchen and todo el pedo, turning off the lights.
Mhm.
And I scanned it and I remember telling my girl, oh shit, 479. She's like, no way. I was like, 479. And I showed her the kind of like congratulations, blah blah blah. I was
Mhm.
like, fuck it. This weekend we're gonna go to Gen. Do you remember Gen, the Korean barbecue spot? You've been there with
Oh,
us.
yes. Yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah, we've been
where
there.
you
Mhm.
where you cook the meat and stuff. The girls
Mhm.
like it a lot. We like it a lot. So we went there yesterday. I went to cash out my
Nice.
fucking ticket, and we went there, dude. But I'm trying to keep that look going for 2025, dude. I'm trying to keep it nice and steady. Do you have any goals,
Tus
dude? Any
calzones
goals for?
amarillos, dude.
I'm gonna fucking go get
Unas
them
unas
today.
chapitas amarillas, dude, algo.
Do you have any personal goals for 2025? I know we talk about this, dude. I know it's something that we say a lot,
Sí.
and maybe you do set yourself some goals, but
No, pero, like, so I'll say this, dude,
maybe the muelita, dude. I
it's
don't know.
definitely been, uh, like, it's something we say here on the episodes, and it makes us bring up these conversations, whether we have them at home with our partners or just in general. But I remember having the conversation with you guys. I was like, you know what, 2024, um after so many years, like, I have insurance, I'm gonna go to the doctor, get checked up. The muelita, it's been an ongoing joke for like 3 years,
Literally.
like todo ese pedo nunca lo hice. But I've always remembered, I'm like, fuck, like, I'm running out of time. I said I wanted to do this year. Pues ya no se hizo.
Okay.
But I definitely, like, um because I do think, um I don't know if it's culturally or maybe it's just me. Um we don't we've talked about mental health, but, like, also physical health. Like, I feel like, oh, si no sentimos que there's nothing wrong with us, we won't go to the doctor,
Hmm.
right? And I
That's the thing.
think, we have to go, like, just, like, mientras ahora sí que mientras no sepa qué es lo que tengo, then I'm okay. And I don't think that's fair for anybody,
Right.
especially because we're planning out into the future. We're thinking about our families, y todo lo que tú quieras.
Sí, sí, sí.
Um, like, for sure, like, it's not even like, of course it's for me, but it's mainly for them. Like, I need to make sure that I'm healthy, that I'm okay, that I'm taking care of myself the way I should be.
Hmm.
So for sure, no excuses. Like, it has to happen next year. Like, I need to visit a doctor. I need to, you know, go to the dentist. Do whatever I need to do to make sure that I'm okay to be able to take care of them.
I think that's definitely fair, dude. For whatever reason, I don't know, procrastination. I know you were busy this year también and a lot of stuff, pero
Wait, pero, like, we're busy, and that's the thing I always go to. Like, I always say that I'm busy, but it's like you can always figure out a way to make time for those type of things.
sí,
I
sí, sí,
look
sí.
at it at the end of the year, like, all this PTO that I never used,
Damn,
why
for real,
didn't
huh?
I?
Do you get paid for that, like right now at the end of the year, or
No,
it's
we
pretty
can't
much?
cash it out. It rolls over.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
think we have 40 hours that rolls over to next year,
Hmm.
which is fine. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, why didn't I use 8 hours to go to the doctor?
Yeah, a day, a full
Like a
long day.
day. Hmm.
Hmm. That's true. Besides procrastination, is there anything else that's stopping you from doing that?
No, I think it's just procrastinating and thinking like, oh, I just have to go this week. I have to do this at work. I have to do that at work. And it's like at the end of the day, if I didn't show up for 2, 3 days at work, things would be the same.
Right. And I also believe I'm a big believer, and I think we talked about it with my girl a couple times where knock on wood, right? But one of us dies today. And tomorrow, probably 2 days or 3 days, they're already looking for a replacement for you. So we're not obviously unreplaceable, we're replaceable.
Hmm.
But obviously we become a little selfish with our own procrastination. It's kind of like what you said. Well, if something happens to me where maybe I don't know, I feel good, but something is really happening inside my body and it's too late to catch, then I guess it's we leave our, in this case, our family with that guilt. And it's like,
Hmm.
man, I could have set them up an appointment, or why didn't I, and why couldn't I push them a little bit more and stuff like that. But I think first thing you're doing is acknowledging the fact that you didn't do it, acknowledging that you're procrastinating, and hopefully, dude, hopefully in the next fuck it by Friday. I don't know if when you're going back to work, if anything, tell Carla to help you out. Set up an appointment on Friday for a week or two, or whenever it's available, and just go take care of it. Do a
Mhm.
full on physical. I don't know if you can make a fucking thing for the muela too, just
Hey,
to get over
un
with.
físico, una limpia, lo que se necesite.
A cleanser, dude, a fucking liver cleanser, you know this. Um, pero yeah, so that's your main goal. Your main priority
Yeah,
is your
I
health.
think that's for sure.
Like
Yeah,
to get yourself
health-wise,
checked
like,
out. Okay.
yeah.
Anything else that
I
you
feel
want to
like
do?
ya tengo unas llantas ponchadas, dude.
Is there anything else you want to do as far as like a personal thing, like como un gusto tuyo, like you wanna do? I know the FIFA Club World Cup is coming. Maybe is that something you would like to do as a goal? Like I would like to go to one of those matches, or something along the lines. Not necessarily that, but
Yeah, pues como dicen los, the TikTok videos, ¿no? Que ya si no me diste regalo para Navidad, soy un size WrestleMania ticket. Um,
that's true, dude. That's true.
I mean, because WrestleMania is at Vegas.
Yeah.
You were talking
April.
about you're going to Vegas for your birthday weekend.
Yeah. When
Um,
is
WrestleMania
WrestleMania?
is the weekend after. I think it's the
Shit.
19th. Um,
Okay, so that following Saturday.
yeah, Carla
Yeah.
was when I brought it up to her, I'm like, "Hey, Vegas, Jonathan's birthday weekend." Like, "Oh, pues nos quedamos hasta WrestleMania." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, hey, she's playing games, dude. She's just, yeah,
She's
yeah.
just messing with my head, dude. At
Fuck yeah,
that
dude.
point,
You're all excited, like hell yeah, I can't wait. Pero a la misma vez, te conozco. You're just playing games.
no, pues es
Um,
que ya es like, le estoy diciendo, ya estamos hablando de 9 días allá, no mames, o sea,
Legit, huh? Sí, cierto. Nine
sí.
days. Um, I did tell you obviously about the Caifanes thing. You said she got excited about it, no? So hopefully that's a
También,
thing that we can work out in May.
yeah.
And then I don't know if you noticed, but it's gonna be here in Highland. So at the casino that we went to that day that you guys left,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
that because from here, what is
Mhm,
it, 10, 15 minutes? It's gonna be
mhm.
right there. They have like a little theater, and
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
they're gonna play. So no matter where we sit, again, it's really small, really compact. So we're gonna be able to get a really good view of them. So that's a plus, dude.
That's tempting.
I know that's a plus. And again, it's here. We take Uber there. We'll tell somebody to drop us off. It's super close. No
Mhm.
big deal. We stay there afterwards in the casino for a little bit. A little bit of blackjack. ¿O cuál era el roulette? The roulette.
The roulette, ese
Well,
es donde sí me quedo picado yo.
I know, me too, dude. I like that. That's the only thing I really, really like. Um, yeah, pero
But
yeah,
I
we'll
think
see.
like overall goals, like it's like for sure would want to travel, would want to. I mean, there's these trips that we talk, about like for Carla and I to take.
Hmm.
Um,
Like you
but
guys
also
yourself,
like
just you two?
yeah. I mean,
Oh, nice. That's nice.
if we go out there, let's say for Caifanes in May, it
Hmm.
would just be us two.
Hmm.
If we go to Vegas, like it would just be us two.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, pero yeah, like also like family trips, being able to just maybe not fly out, but even if it's a road trip somewhere or whatever, like
Wisconsin Dells o
just
lo que
kind
sea
of
algo
having
cerca.
those, whether that's Wisconsin or something just different, out of the ordinary, like
Hmm.
for the kids to remember, like, hey, on this year we did that, or maybe not remember the year, but it's like, hey, growing up we did this thing. Just kind of making memories along the way.
Um, Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, dude. One of the things I wanted this year, and I spoke it out loud to everybody
Hmm.
here, so to us four, was we need to take more pictures. So I said that because of the same thing, because just making memories, and
Yep.
we just never know, right, when it could be our last memory or whatever. But that way we could we have something set. Oh, I remember when we went to the Korean barbecue because you won $479. Like I
Hmm.
remember that day perfectly. Blah blah blah. So I don't want to say I really do try. I do forget. I know I spoke it out
Yeah,
loud and I
same
let
here.
them know,
I
but
feel
I
you.
really do
Hmm.
forget when we're together. I even think for Christmas, I think we sent you guys a picture. That's the only picture we took.
Dude,
I
I
don't think we
realized that Carla and I didn't even take a picture together. Like we took like a picture that todos,
family,
like
no?
everybody, yeah.
I remember I
But
saw
it's
that.
like, you know, like it's also también like pasa, like te juntas, haces lo que sea y se te olvida tomarte una foto or whatever because you're in the moment, which I think that's kind of nice, but also having that, you know,
Constant
that
reminder.
picture to go off of. Yeah.
See, and I think we do that. Like I know we do we have a routine for I think for Father's Day is to take a picture almost in the same spot that we took a picture last year. And it's
Hmm.
I would like the same thing for like Christmas, New Year's, something like that where we could just maybe not at the same spot because I know everybody hosts different days,
Hmm.
but just taking a picture nonetheless, and especially for those moments like Christmas, we didn't take a picture together. I think we did, but just one. I don't even remember. But this year, tomorrow, I know I had thought about that last year, like around this time, and I started taking videos. So I have videos of last year's New Year's kind of like party. We were already kind
Hmm.
of like, a little drunk. We were dancing. We were just having fun. I remember Chris, Chris is el novio de Denise. You met him too, but
Sí, 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 sí.
when we were all like really such in a good vibe. You're
I
like,
know
bro,
he has a Todos Toman t-shirt, no?
he does, yeah, yeah. I told him I was like, he'll be like, bro, come on, let's dance, yeah, let's dance. So he would take me out to dance. We'll be dancing. The girls will be just there, like, what the fuck, like, and like we were like that in such a good vibe. And I remember taking again
Mhm.
pictures, videos. I have a lot of videos of that day. So it's like, and I was telling my girls like, we have to continue that tradition. It's just we have to continue for the girls and for us too, but for the girls, and then eventually for them to continue it with their, with their family, with their significant other, whoever the hell they decide to be with. But because I look back and I see them having like albums, dude, of pictures, like big ass
Y es lo que
stack
te iba
of
a preguntar.
pictures.
Did I ever talk to you about, or I'm pretty sure I talked to you about it, I don't know if I brought it up in the pod, um, and I'll say, and I mean, they're not sponsoring us or anything, but, have you ever heard of a Groove Book?
No.
So Groove Book, I learned about it through Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
They got bought out by Shutterfly, I think. It was like the
Ooh.
biggest sell, like the biggest deal on Shark Tank o lo que tú quieras. I don't know if they're still around, but it's an application,
Okay.
and you used to pay $1.99 every
Mm-hmm.
month,
Mm-hmm.
and you will upload 100 pictures from your phone, y te mandaban un book with 100 printed pictures.
Nice, dude. You have
Um,
told me about this. You have told me
and
about
I
this.
think like when they started, like the picture quality was really good. Eventually, kind of like diminished over time. But I think like $1.99 a month for 100 pictures. The hard part was that like uploading the 100 pictures before the
Uh-huh.
end of the month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, pero like we have like stacks of those because we did it for our maybe 2 3 years,
Oh
and then
shit.
after that it was like sporadically like se nos olvidaba to upload the 100 pictures, so se iba el mes.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that is like for sure like I we all have pictures on our phones, we all have pictures in the
Yep.
cloud, pero there's nothing like going through an album of pictures
Yes, dude.
like
Yeah.
physically.
I like that. I know my mom had a couple. I'm sure they're lost as fuck, but I know they had a
Mhm,
couple. But my girl's family they have albums, dude, like thick ass, old school. Like you could tell they're like really old school things. And they would flip through
mhm,
them, and then they'll have just like a bag of like stacks of pictures. And then I'll see a bunch of them young, and like they would hang out like it's at a
mhm,
Christmas or whatever it might be. And it was just random pictures, dude. Like it's not like, hey, come and take a picture, pose, and you're posing and you're like ready for it. No, these are just pictures. Just people are eating and they're not even looking at the camera. They're like shit like that. And I like that. I think that's something where I wish I could keep it going. It's just te digo, se me olvida. Honestly, se me
yeah.
olvida.
So I just looked it up, dude, and, so
Oh, Shutterfly.
Groupbook, they got bought out, I don't know how many $1 million through
Yeah.
Shutterfly,
Hmm.
but now it says, "The Groupbook app has is retired. We made a tough decision to discontinue all Groupbook services and subscriptions effective April 8, 2022.
Hmm.
We're honored to have shared life's memories with Groupbook customers and hope to continue many photo book options available from Shutterfly." But
Yeah, I see
that
that.
was the deal. 199 for 100 printed pictures.
That's fucking nice, dude.
Um, yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that's something I think I would love to do. Keep it like honestly, try to even set a fucking alarm. I don't even know what I got to do, but like, hey, it's time for a picture. Like, let's get together. Come on, let's do this. And
Mhm.
then why not? Like, have in this case, my girl, she still has her parents, right? So have my girl be with their parents, take a picture of her with them, my kids. Like, take advantage of everybody that's present today, porque mañana or next Christmas we might miss a couple people. It might be us, it might be someone else. I don't know, but obviously life has
Mhm.
a lot of different turns, right? So, um, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try. I'll say it here, dude. I'll try my best to have that going. And same thing with us when we hang out. As far as like either you and I, like we should do that with our families too, so they could see that
Yeah.
because I have them in the what is that thing called, dude? The Google screen. ¿Cómo se llama? Ya se me olvidó. The Google screen.
The yeah,
Fuck. Well,
um,
okay. Well, that I have
yes,
I have a
the
bunch of
Google
pictures.
Max app? No, not Max app.
No, no se llama así. The one así que está en la casa, dude, la pones and you tell it, hey Google, y todo ese pedo.
Um, Smart Display?
Okay, I mean, I could have thought of that. I don't know why I didn't say that, but yeah,
Well, I just looked it up in,
is that what it is?
the Google Nest Hub.
Nest Hub. Oh, whoa, it was the
Yeah,
new Google Hub, but oh yeah, that since I
Google
guess
Hub, right.
that's what it was before. But
And
I
I
have
have,
I have pictures there.
yep, I have, Nest in the kitchen, and the cool thing is that you know, like, so there you can create an album, and, like, I share that album with, like, Carla, with myself, my parents, and we also have one at my parent we gave, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago, we gave one to my parents. Um, so we upload pictures to that album, even, like,
Oh shit,
pictures that
nice.
I take or pictures that Carla takes, so
Mm-hmm.
they'll get to see them without them
Yeah.
knowing we uploaded to the album.
Sí, sí, sí.
Um, and, like, I have one, porque the screen cracked. You can't really tell, but the screen cracked on one of them, and so I brought it down to my office, and it's here in the like, all I did is, like, any picture from my phone that has a picture of, you know, uh my kids, Carla and I, you guys, like just like close related people that I know that I have, like it just they display on that. So it's kind of cool. Like de repente ahorita me está saliendo una foto de last Christmas.
Oh shit. Okay.
Um, it's Carla, Itzel, and I. We took a picture. Pero sí, de repente me salen fotos from the company picnic or
Mm-hmm. I saw that too.
shit like that. But it's the intention que se nos olvida luego tomar una foto to capture the moment.
One big goal, dude, that I guess I could share here. If you know where I live, please don't come over here and rob me. But it's the one big goal that I have, dude, is to save up $10,000 by the end of next year.
Una tanda, dude, ya sabes.
No, dude, I'm not trying to go down the wise anymore. Like I'm trying to do it at my own pace. I bought this little thing
Okay.
on TikTok. It's pretty much like
¿Es the una alcancía?
una box.
Ajá, que
It's a bo-
tiene ajá,
little squares. It has a bunch of little squares,
sí.
and
Carla
then
got it too, dude. Está
yeah.
vacía, pero ya la acabo de comprar también.
Well, I have a ahorita que fui a la tienda, me dieron $5
Ujú.
back. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get them y la voy a poner ahí. Pero yeah, it's $10,000, dude. Again, I told you I have a big expense coming up with Tina's quinceañera, so I want to be able to save that up and put it towards that. I did ask my girl like, well, what's a budget? Like, what do you think a budget is gonna be? She gave me a number. I'm not trying to rely on that number, so I'm trying to go like a little bit of 5,000
Ese es
over.
el pedo, güey, que, o sea, uno se pone a pensar en because I think I was just having that conversation about, like, so I was talking to, Brandy's, so she's my, former business partner or whatever, and, when we were working together and had our own business and all that stuff is like there will be days where we'll be like, man, like, wouldn't you just want a salary job? Like just you go to your job, you're gonna get a guaranteed pay, every week or bi-weekly or whatever it is. And there'll be times where we would talk about that, right? As business owners. But then it's like, okay, now we're working and we have a salary, but it's like things are 3 times, 4 times more expensive
Mhm.
than they were during those times.
3 4 years ago.
So it
Mhm.
just feels like fuck, you can't win. like things are so like para mí aquí en like, Chicago or whatever Chicagoland area, like things are just so much more expensive, and they just keep. It feels like they keep going up and up over the year, like as the years go by. I'm like, I can't imagine in California, like Compas and Filter, we're just talking about Checo did a trip to California. He's like, dude, like shit is like super expensive. And you compare, we've talked about this before, like you compare cost of living here and the cost of living there, and it's like, está cabrón, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's definitely. I feel like a lot of the times, and I guess this is how it should be. A lot of the times, like I know, based off your job, it goes based off of cost of living in your area, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know where I live. I live about an hour and a half away. Let's just say an hour and a half, because it could be a little bit more with traffic from LA. So LA itself is it's super pricey. Everything is pricey. Like a one bedroom, one bath apartment's like 2,000 something dollars, and here where I'm at right now, which is a house, it's 1,900, which sounds like a lot, but honestly, this is the cheapest house you could find around. Period,
Hmm.
like around the area
Yeah.
right now. There are other houses that we could probably find a little bit more economical, but even then, I feel like it's a risk, right? Like that we don't know the neighborhood, we don't know like the area, like it's just a bunch of different factors, and then we're gonna step away from the girls' like school district and probably have to change of school. So right now, thankfully, yeah, I'm working. My girl's working, and we're able to afford the pretty much what we have, the lifestyle that we have. But we did come to a conclusion, maybe a couple months ago, like 2 3 months ago, to cut back on a lot of stuff, to start
Mm-hmm.
either having a little bit or more money in the bank, or to just because it's not necessary. One, I cut a lot of the beer out. Like I would remember, I would get home on a Friday, buy a 24 pack. That would last me till maybe Monday. We would record on Monday, and then by Wednesday I was already buying another 24 pack. And it's like, well, like it piles up, it piles up.
Sí,
So
sí, it adds up, dude.
it
Mm-hmm.
really does. So I cut back a lot of those expenses, like the beer expenses. I cut back a lot. I haven't been on the pod, so obviously I haven't been buying beer. This last weekend, it was just again, Ivan came over. We had to get together and so on. So it kind of led on to that. But if it wouldn't be like planned out like that, I honestly wouldn't be drinking. So I cut back a lot on the drinking. She cut back a lot on. She likes buying jewelry, like from
Mm-hmm.
it's called the brand's called Bomb Party. Really nice jewelry. It's like 20 bucks, 25, depending on what you buy. So she cut back a lot of like on that. She would buy like maybe one or two a week. So say about 50 bucks a week. So she cut back a lot on that. So we've been trying to cut back on stuff to just have a little bit more money to save up a little bit of money again because it piles up. But yes, definitely, yeah, the cost of living it is high. Yes, we have noticed things go up. Just in groceries itself, groceries have been more expensive
Mm-hmm.
since 3 4 years ago, right? But we've been trying to manage, dude. We've been trying to manage with everything, and thankfully, like I told you in the beginning of the episode, this year has been very rewarding in that aspect financially, where we've been trying to keep up with everything. We might be a month backtrack, say like on stupid shit like internet, which I could pay it today and it'll be okay. Like I'm not gonna get cut off. I don't think we have gotten any bill, thankfully, right now. Any major like gas, water, what else, internet or anything cut off because we never paid it on time. Thankfully,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
That's
at
what I'm
the end
saying.
of the
We've
day,
been
like,
trying to keep up.
yeah, your essentials are taken care of, and obviously it's because of the work that you put into it,
Mhm.
the budgeting or whatever. But it's like you start thinking of like, okay, what can I do to make sure I don't overspend or I cut down costs a little bit to be a little bit smarter or whatever. Um, y pues sí, güey, así es como nos llevamos ahora sí que throughout the year. And we're hoping that 2025 is a little bit more fruitful and um, like las vacaciones que no tomamos este año, like porque vacaciones is to have time off work and
Yep.
vacations are different,
Okay.
right? Because so for me, it's like I can take those 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off, whatever it is throughout the year. Porque I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't even know how much time I have off of work throughout the year. Porque no lo uso,
The PTO.
right? Yeah, the PTO. But it was like for me, if it's like sure, maybe that's something I need to change. Like if I can take a week off or 3 days out of the week, you know, every month or whatever it is, I should take advantage of that. Porque in my mind is like if I'm taking that time off and I'm not doing anything as far as like travel or something else, I'm like, is that wasteful or is that worth anything? But at the end of the day, I like and I realized that, right? Like the days that I'm here and I spend with the kids and we're playing and we're, doing stupid stuff and
Hmm.
watching a movie or whatever is like that to them means something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whether I can go out and have a trip, that's great. But if I can't, I should still take advantage of the time that I have and
Hmm.
use it as
Well,
PTO.
wasteful is pretty much, and not to call you out on it, you said it yourself, but wasteful
Mhm.
would be
Yeah,
now that you didn't use your PTO. Yeah,
absolutely.
obviously
100%.
that's a waste. I know we try, or at least I try, and I know you try to either you come here, one time out of the year, and we try to go there once out of the year. But yeah, this year has been a little bit different, right? I don't think we traveled anywhere either. But yeah, definitely, dude. I think if anything, maybe not use the whole week, but get a Friday and Monday off. That's 4 days already.
That's
You're off
yeah.
on the weekend, so get two
A
days
and
off.
that's what Miguel's talked about that. It's like,
He
I think
has.
all of December,
Hmm.
he's like, "I've taken every Friday off for,
Hmm.
Friday and Monday off in December," something like that. He's talked about that.
Yeah, because he
Um
he he takes advantage
Mhm,
of that plus the holidays, and that he
mhm,
I don't know. He makes it work though. He makes it work, and it gets paid off too, because he
mhm.
gets paid holidays. You get paid holidays too, no? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another perk because a lot of I know, like with me before taking on the position that I was in, I
Mhm,
didn't get paid holidays. So if I didn't work, say, tomorrow,
mhm.
which is New Year's, I wouldn't get paid for it. So then I'm backing up with the day of work, not because I want to, but just because I couldn't, or I could use the sick time or part of the PTO. But right there and there, I do feel like it's a waste of time or a waste of PTO because it should be paid
If you
for,
don't use
dude.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, again, acknowledging the fact that you could do different things differently. You said you talked about your health, you talked about
Mhm.
PTO. I just acknowledging that right now, just going into the new year, dude. Just get that shit done. Get that shit done. It's not obviously impossible. You know you could do it. I know you procrastinate, but it's a one of those days where it's like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna get out of work early, or I'm gonna take an extra lunch or a longer lunch so I could go ahead and call, or have Carla call for me to make an appointment, and I'm gonna take that day off. If it's a Friday, even better, because then use that Friday, be off Monday, and again, that's 2 days off plus you're off on the weekend.
Yeah,
We'll see.
you gotta be a little, como dicen, work smarter, not harder.
That's what they say, dude. Pero pues ya sabes cómo somos, dude. ¿Para qué nos invitan, verdad? Um,
Sí, güey.
but yeah,
Y a fin
those
de
are.
cuentas, dude, ahorita, pues, I mean, I think I talked about it. I don't know if you were on the pod, but it was like, uh, new administration coming in, dude. I don't know what's ahead for us.
New administration.
Administration.
As I said,
Mhm.
registration. New administration coming
Uh,
in, dude. Yes, we don't know what's gonna happen. We
January
don't know.
20th. No sé si.
January 20th.
I mean, we've seen the videos, de Trump being like, "Yeah, I want to do something for DACA recipients," but also we know that he wants to get rid of DACA. So it's
Mhm.
like, ¿qué va a pasar? No sé.
Up in the yeah, it's definitely up in the loop, dude. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know anything. But I would tell you this, and this is something that I'm trying to live by when it comes to stuff like that. Because yeah, it is
Mm,
very terrifying,
solo.
and yeah, just fucking a day at a time. A day at a time, dude. That's literally how I'm living my life.
100%, dude.
Well, that's how I'm
Mhm.
living my life, because I know my girl. She deals with a lot of anxiety, and I know this is something that kind of messed her up a little bit in a big way, and she's been kind of like letting it go slowly but surely. But even then, like, I saw her suffer through Trump getting reelected and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But all I said to her was like, I cannot cure anything of what you're feeling, and I don't know what you're feeling. All I know is how I'm feeling. But I could tell you this, that we survived through it one, and then two is like we just got to take it a day at a time, and that's
It's
how. That's how we've been doing it,
Yeah,
and that's
one
how
day
we're
at a
gonna
time,
continue
dude.
doing it, dude.
Porque, yeah, for me, like I start getting like if I really like spend time in that space and start thinking about what could be
Yeah,
without
oh, yeah,
knowing what's gonna happen,
yeah, of course.
it just goes downhill porque
It
the
takes over.
anxiety kicks in and it's like, but I will say this, dude, and I've said this, way before even Trump was even a thought in office, first or second time. I'm not afraid of going back. I can't remember. Like I've always joked around about this. Like a la chingada. Just I'll go back to Mexico and figure it out. But
Um, I,
somebody's mhm,
mhm. What were
go
you gonna
ahead.
say? Somebody what?
I was gonna say, but somebody said um is like somebody told me, it's like, you said this years ago, right? Like you're not afraid of going back and you'll be willing to go back si te mandan or whatever, o te vas por tu voluntad, whatever. It's like, but now you have kids. It's like, have you thought about them?
Hmm.
And it's like, I have, but then it just all like even though I have thought about them, it's like it made me think, it's like, well shit. Like, would I be limiting their opportunities if I go back?
Well,
Right? Like,
right.
I don't know what that means for them, like, porque I'm not gonna go back by myself, like, they'll
Yeah,
come
yeah, yeah.
with me,
Yeah, it's all five of you
and
guys.
and I don't know what happens after that.
When it comes to that, as far as with me, mentality wise, I had kind of brought up the idea to talk to Tina about the possibilities of somebody knocking at our door and looking for me or her
Mhm,
mom. Um, so that was like, yeah, I'm just trying to. My head was like, I'm just trying to get it prepared. I'm just trying to do this. I'm just trying to do that. Which at that time, I was like, that's the right thing to do. Um, but at the same time, my girl's like, no, we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that because if shit hits the fan, the first thing we're doing, we're leaving. Like we're not gonna put her through no trauma. We're not gonna put her through any of that stuff. Any both
mhm,
girls took through that. We're gonna pack up our stuff, sell the stuff that we can, and eventually go. Like we're already thinking of that as well, kind of like where you're at. But I
yeah,
feel
just kind
like
of being what plan B would be like.
plan B, yeah, plan B, C, whatever. But I also feel that I thought about limitations when it comes to them. But thankfully, dude, in our case, and I'll speak for you as well, they're U.S. citizen. So them
Mhm,
coming with us would be, I don't want to say temporary, but it would be something where, yes, they have to be with us because they're minors, and we'll make the best out of the situation if we're over there. But also, they could come back and visit here. They could come back and be
mhm,
here. Um, it's going to be a cultural shock just like it was for us when we were young and to
ex
come over here. I
mhm,
understand that. Pero I also know that our parents brought us here for a positive outcome, right? Which we're pretty much doing the same thing if we decide to go back. Pero I see them with just as much opportunities as you and I had, but with no limitations because you and I
mhm,
had the opportunity, but we were limited to something. Compared to them, they're from here, they're born here, they're U.S. citizens. As they could come visit back and forth, the Christmas, New Year's, whatever it might be, and go over there. And then I guess the plus would be that they'll learn Spanish because yeah, my girls are still kind of lacking the Spanish
mhm,
language. So again, I'm thinking, you know, pros and cons and everything, but
absolutely.
um, yeah, dude, it's a tough situation, but a day at a time, dude. And until we find out what really is gonna happen, and we should know within the first 2-3 months, like how shitty or how good is gonna be for us, and then we could start actually putting fucking pieces together and seeing what the fuck we're gonna do with just life in general.
Yeah. No, I hear you porque, I mean, we can go, I mean, just for me, like, the possibility is like, okay, we go to Mexico, whatever. I mean, realistically, it's not gonna happen overnight,
Correct.
you know? It's like we're gonna have a date to go to court. Court's gonna tell us on this date you gotta leave the country, then you have to report. Like, vamos a ver cómo funciona todo
Mhm.
este pedo, so we can get ahead of ourselves. Um, pero también it's like part of me was like fuck it, like let's get ahead of it
And
and
go.
and plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's like, well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and
Mm-hmm.
see what happens.
Uh,
Um,
another
it
plus for
can get
you,
overwhelming. Mhm.
another plus for you is like, I'm sure you could work from home where you're working at now. Maybe not the same position. I know you have to be physically in the office every now and then, or I want to say maybe 75% of the time. But knowing how you have such a good relationship with work and everything, you
Mhm.
don't think they'll probably let you work from home, quote unquote?
That's the other thing too, right? Like, for sure. Like, that part doesn't like work for me doesn't um worry me as much. I guess for me it's just the fact of like being told that we have to pack up and go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Worst case
it's like for
scenario.
me, it's
Yeah,
like I want to fucking do it because I said so, not because you're telling me to.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but at the same time, it's like it it's the reality that we live with based on our status, and it's like I'll wait and see. I'll wait it out. Hopefully we can turn this thing into a positive and see where we go from here. But yeah, like for sure, 100%, one day at a time, and just see what our next step needs to be. But for now, it's like we're gonna write it out and hope for the best.
I wish, dude. I wish that I could have fucking renewed my DACA before this motherfucker came in, but I think we renewed at the same time. No, when does your shit expire? Like, I think my shit's like October.
Plus,
Your shit like
um, yeah, I
November,
know.
no?
November, yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, because I know
November
we
2025. I told work about it. We switched to a new HR system, so I told them, hey, like all my stuff is in there.
yeah,
FYI, you have me till November.
yeah,
Porque también les dije, like, hey, like if we can work anything out for sponsor visa or anything like that, like let me know.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so they're trying to figure it out as well.
Sí, sí, sí.
So, but yeah, at the end
But
of this year is when my stuff expires.
my shit too, dude. My shit too. So we'll have to wait and see. Crazy enough. No, we're talking about the other shit.
Por lo
Uh,
mientras vamos a aventar las lentejas to
fuck, arriba y para
backwards and
abajo, dude.
upwards, dude.
Sí, dude. Para todos lados, dude. Uh, well, I have a friend who's a resident, not to call names, but who's a
Mhm.
resident, and his stuff expires in 2028. So in 4 years from now,
Oh,
right?
dang.
Right, his residency. But
Oh,
he's like,
residency. Okay.
yeah. So he's like, hey, I'm up to become a citizen. He's like, but I don't want to go ahead and apply to become a citizen because I have a DUI from like 1995, 1980
Mhm.
something. So I was like, okay. I was like, but you're able to become a resident with that same DUI. Obviously, the DUI is always going to stay
Mhm.
with you, but they see that you have no more criminal background. And, like you've been clean since then. And he's scared because he's like, well, Trump's coming in, he's coming in hard. He's like, so I think that I could just write it out like underneath the radar. I don't got to renew anything. I don't got to do anything. My residency expires to 2028. He's like, I think December actually too. He's like, by December, I should know who's going to be the next president or what laws has Trump like gone through. He's like, and then I'll
Okay.
be able to apply during his term or maybe after he leaves. So I was like, honestly, based on what you're telling me and based on my situation, I would wait because that's 4 years from
Yeah,
now.
just play it safe.
Right. Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, just play it safe because, yeah,
Just
you're
don't
right.
get
Because,
another DUI, get some
bro,
Ubers
right.
and lifts and
Oh, he's good with that shit, dude. I'll tell you that. He's
Mhm.
really good with all that stuff. But yeah, he's scared of that. So it's crazy. He's a resident, dude. He's able to leave the country, come back, like do everything he wants to
Yeah.
do, but he still has that fear of like, I cannot apply to be a citizen because this motherfucker's coming into office and shit could hit the fan anytime. So crazy that you and I are worried because we have a reason, and this motherfucker. I mean, I don't want to say he doesn't, but he's more legal here than you and I.
Oh,
Allegedly,
like,
allegedly.
al sí, no, pero a todo esto, o sea, he still needs to plan out his next move because you don't know what could happen, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. So I think his wife's gonna do it. I think no, I think she already applied to be a citizen. He's just gonna hold off on it. He's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna touch this shit. Like, I'm just gonna continue to do what I'm doing. He's like, it expires in four
Ujú.
years. I don't think I need to do anything.
Nos
So
no sé, nos pueden quitar el DACA, pero no nos pueden quitar el
el tricampeonato. think you said anything more real than that, dude. So, and to that, dude, I think it's that 1 hour mark, dude. I think we should definitely cut it off. It's that time. I know you got other compromisos in a couple hours or in an hour. An hour, no.
In an hour, sí.
Now,
Pues,
let me ask you this: Are you gonna
ujú,
dress up?
I am.
Fuck, dude, is this gonna
Uh,
be live?
well, it's gonna be live. At this point, I mean, whenever people see or listen to this episode, you can always go to Two Heels in the Face on YouTube or Facebook, and you can check out that live episode. So we're paying up a bet. Two wrestlers betted Charlie and I, my other co-host and I, that we would not make three shows, dude. This is three shows
In a year?
together for this one specific promotion in a year,
Damn.
and we didn't. We went to other shows. We went to whatever we could, um, but not specifically to freelance wrestling. You went to a freelance wrestling show last time, or
I did.
what, two
Con el
trips
primo,
ago?
¿no? Yeah, con el
Hey,
primo.
con el primo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Este, and so now we have to. Our paying the bet is that we have to dress up as them for the
That's
episode.
fucking. Are they gonna be on the episode?
They'll probably join us.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's
cool.
going to be a live episode, so they'll probably join us there. And we'll see how it goes. But
Ni modo, bro.
I'm ready,
That's
dude. Ni
that.
modo, I gotta pay up my bet.
Tienes los. ¿Cómo dijo Miguel? The underwear o cómo dijo la otra vez? You're like
You say?
they're not underwear, they're tights o algo así dijiste, ¿no?
Oh, pues I gotta wear my shorts, dude.
Your speedo, dude, ya de una vez. Va a sacar los prohibidos, dude. Ni modo.
Sí.
A bet's a bet. Pero yeah, it's that time, dude. 1 hour mark. Happy 2025 to everybody. I know it's kind of like an improvised episode. The Guerreros are not here. Wish them nothing but the best. Everybody, whoever listens to us, thank you for everything. Whatever goals you have, hopefully you get to do them. You get to do them for you, for your family, forever, whoever has to be for. Pero yeah, get to it. Get to working towards those goals. Life is fucking short. We're worried about shit that we don't even know what's gonna happen. And again, a day at a time type
Do you
shit.
remember? Do you remember Miss Morissette?
I do.
So
It's
Miss
crazy how
Morissette
you
was.
it's crazy how you always ask me if I remember because you know I have a really bad memory. But yeah.
Es que ahorita dijiste que, like if you have goals, make sure you plan them out and get them accomplished.
Mhm.
Miss Morissette, I don't know
You said that,
why.
no?
Like I remember, and so Miss Morissette was dude, I think Miss Morissette was a special ed teacher. Not to laugh at that, but we were pretty cool with her. In elementary school, we were not in special ed. No shame on those who were.
I'm not laughing at them either, dude. It's just I don't know
But
why you have to clarify that you and I were not in special ed, but okay,
well,
anyway.
because she was a
I
special
understand.
educator,
Understand.
and I think it takes a special person to be, you know, a special ed teacher. And they might not even have that name nowadays. They might call it something else. But I remember,
Everything changes.
and I remember this quote that Ms. Morse wrote on my yearbook, 8th grade, and she said, "A dream without a plan is just a wish."
Damn.
Um, I don't know if that was a MLK quote or who said that quote, because she quoted who said
Yeah.
that quote, but
Oh,
she
okay.
wrote that, and a dream without a plan is just a wish. So we definitely have to plan shit out to make sure we accomplish it.
Yeah. And
Um,
I think that quote hits a little bit different now that we're older and that we're able to kind
Absolutely.
of right. We see like the struggle
But for
with
some reason,
everything.
I remember it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's pretty cool. Cool that you remember it
Was
back in 8th grade. What,
8th grade.
13,
Yeah.
14 years old?
I don't know the
Damn, dude.
age, 14, 15.
14, 13.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm,
hopefully
it's not like
everybody
we, repeated a grade or anything, but,
hopefully
plenty of summer schools.
plenty of summer schools too. Hopefully everybody has a safe, healthy, or you had, right? Because damn, you're gonna hear this shit like next year. We're talking from the past here from the future.
Sí, sí.
That's it, dude. Any last words, dude, before we go?
Joder, pues, un salud, dude, antes de our,
Échale, pues.
outro music, dude.
But yeah, I can hit the outro music, dude. Yes, since we're there. Shout out to the Guerreros, dude. Shout out to Tank.
I hear
For being
2025,
committed.
Palabras de Tanque is going to be lit.
Hopefully, dude. Hopefully. Va, pues, peace and love.
Fíjense.